Hey, what's up? This is me after sticking these videos together. I just want to remind you that you should play this game for fun. But I know some of you guys are having a bit of trouble, so here's my rundown. And I played this game a lot, so maybe I could teach you some things, and maybe you can teach me too. Leave some comments down below, and yeah, help me help you. Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about the event in Summoner's War and how to make the most out of it. So let's go to event number 3. And here, the event will give you some monsters for you to use, and these monsters are very useful, especially the skill ups they come with, because they're fairly easy to grind. But the devil monster you'll be needing to use, it'll be saving you a lot of time, because they already come skilled up and with runes. Now, once you first start the game, you'll want to head on to Final Volcano and finish this. This will be fairly hard, but you can make through with using the runes that the game gives you. I think they're Fatal Blade, and you gain them from somewhere around here. And now, once you get Crow, you should go to Turco Remains and get Veramos. Veramos is a very useful unit, and he can be used in, if not most of the dungeons, I believe. Let me see where I use him. He can be used in dragons, giants, possibly some of these, but I'm not too sure. I haven't delved too much over there. So this is my account. I've been playing for 4 days. I've already cleared normal 100 floors. Wait, let me just start up a grind. Okay, where is I? Okay. Heading over to Turco Remains, we get Veramos. Over here, this crow wants to away him. Keep in mind, you don't have to second awaken him when you're just starting out. You should finish the scenario first and get Veramos. This skill here is very useful. Every time he takes a turn, he will get rid of harmful effects, one from each monster on your team. And this is a very useful skill. They come fully skilled up, so it's already reusable in 3 turns. It does damage on max HP, but the thing you're going to make the most out of at the start is the attack bar reduction and the AoE stun. If the target is not stunned after attacking, decreases the attack bar of the target by 50% with a 100% chance. It isn't really a 100% chance. It does vary on your accuracy, but the game gives you good runes for that. Now next, we're going to be looking at is Lauren. Now, I think there are 2 paths to this once you get these 2 monsters. You can either go for level 20 by grinding some, or you can clear giants. You can cheese giants fairly easy with completing you can complete this event. You can get Shannon, and these are the missions. So you can see the goals, the mini goals for you to complete the giants beaten. And there's supposed to be one more event here. Once you get the monster fusion, basically that set of missions will give you this dryad here. Just follow the missions to a T, and they will give you a dryad. And what that dryad does, her name is Melia. Her skills are inflict storm damage. So basically, every time she does damage, she puts the enemy a continuous damage effect, and every turn he does a minimum of 5% damage. Just run her. I don't care much. I'm just gonna show you. So we have Crow, Vero, Shannon, which it gives, and you can use any defense breaker. I'm going to use Prelea, the Wind Harpy. Okay, let me just show you. Just wait for this to finish. Just turn that down a bit. Okay, on to giants. I'm gonna use the monsters the game gives you. Shannon, the game gives you. Fran, we can use, but we don't really need. So, this is Crow. Let's use Vero. Should I use Lauren? When I tried it out, I didn't have Lauren yet, so I just sped ran. I had this Melia. Zeus, Saturn, let's go. Okay. So this is our GB10, and this is how you're gonna clear it very easily. Just auto. As you can see here, these units do CC. Well, this one is the damage. Melia is also damage for the boss, not really for the middle stage, but she does damage to the boss. Did I ruin Shannon? I don't think I did. I'm not sure. Anyways. So you see the skill 2 from Pro, very useful. They stun the enemy or push the attack bar. That can stun the enemy if you're on Despair Runes, and also push back their attack gauge. You see, we lost Shannon there. I think we can still do it because we have Melia, our kill seeker. You can see there, even though we lose most of our team, we have harmful effect on the enemy, so when he takes a turn, we'll already win. Like that. Let's see if I ruined her. Well, I didn't ruin her, but you can see she was useful for the early game, because she increased our attack power and our defense. If you had her on Despair Runes like this, she would do better because she would, 1, survive, and 2, also stun the enemies. So we have Melia and Shannon on Despair Runes. The runes on Prelea don't matter much, I just have her speed. Accuracy should be at least 50% or 60%. So mine's a little low. Let me show you again. Yeah, we do better. One thing to mention, crow skills do more damage as the enemy has more harmful effects. I think without 2A it's just 20% for harmful effect, so 40% more damage. But when you second awaken him, it does 50% more damage per harmful effect. So crow's a bit of a nuke. So here we're doing a bit greater. We don't have Crow, but we still have the continuous damage from Melia. So that's already a win. Now going back to the event, I think by this time you can farm giants for a time until you hit level 20, and then you get Lauren. Lauren you can use in any part of the game. She has a great skill set. She's been nerfed a lot, but she has a great skill set. She has attack bar reduction and we can say enemies defense on every skill, and she can slow with her first and disturb enemy HP recovery on the second. Now when you get Lauren, I think your next goal would be to go to giants. And why you need to go to giants? Because giants I mean, your next step would be to go to dragons, and dragons would be great because your next set of runes are violent and you get them from dragons. And when you clear giants V10, you also get Birdie Heal. He's a very useful unit, especially for dragons, and it's because of his passive. Every time he hits an enemy with a critical strike, he increases your attack bar by 20% for every monster. And this is the runes that the game gives you from the event, and he's already max skilled up because of the event. So let me show you a beginner team. Now we're gonna use most of the monsters that the game gave you. Again, Birdie Heal from Giant Speed 10, Lauren from level 20, Crow from Fireman Hell, and Veramus from Cherokee Remains normal. Now this is our ace for the Dragon's V10, and Spectra is his name. Spectra you can get from secret dungeons or summoning him by chance. And you can get secret dungeons by finding channels that have a very active community. And just type this. Well, I can find one, but I think, yeah, let's just imagine we get a Griffin dungeon. Let's imagine this is a Griffin dungeon. You don't really need any other monsters. You can use the rep monsters for faster clear times. And this is a secret dungeon. Let me just show you. Just imagine they're griffins. Don't think I have a there, here's a Griffin SD. Let's just assume that we have a Griffin already. We have Spectra. Let's say you summoned him. You're gonna want to farm for his skill ups at the secret dungeons. So just get to the repeat battle. Do this, do this. When you're skilling up someone, it doesn't have to be the same element. It just has to be the same monster. So let's farm this. Let's change that. And let's farm for skill ups for Griffon. I'll just show you what that will entail. I think I farmed for about 2 hours until I fully skilled him up. You can also farm Griffon from Tamor Desert. It has a Griffon, so if you want to farm him this way, you can do this. Lapis is a very useful unit and she can get you through. You just have to farm 3 north for the elemental advantage. This, it's just, you can still win, but it's not that fast compared to this. Okay, once you get her, now let's fully skill her up. Now I assume you'd be having a dimension hold by now if you're at this part of the video. And let's just farm Griffon. You can farm it easily using Verdehil. Verdehil Lapis with the vampire runes you get from, I think you get the vampire runes from Mount Runar. And then stick a Lauren in there, and that would be your starter team. Just assume that. Don't have runes on her at the moment, but I think this team will do. Yeah, I don't need, but I'm gonna show you. Normally, we wouldn't have runes for him at the moment, but Lapis would have, so we'd be clearing this very easily. And if you can't clear your cards on your main level 5, you should stick with level 4 and just focus on Second Awakening him. Now, once you have him, you'd want to, ideally, you'd want him on Rage because he's a damage dealer. And you don't need any attack on him. Mainly, you need HP, speed, and crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. Now, for accuracy, I think 60 is enough. And crit rate, I think your target is around 75%. This is a fairly good Spectre for my stage in the game. And I have it on Rage. The runes I got from the events. I just claimed Rage runes. It isn't even a full set, so it's a broken one. I just have it on the good substats. And now, I think you're ready for dragons. Let's clear this. This is your team, Crow. It's debatable which you need to second awaken first. It doesn't really matter because you're going to be using them a lot. So both second awakening would be better. And to remind you, I haven't farmed a lot of runes, and most of the runes I got from events. This event at least. Not this. I'll show you later. So the key part here is Veramos with the stuns, Spectre for their attack gauge pushback. I'll make a detailed video on each dungeon right now, and for now I'm just gonna show you how the team works. And yeah, Verdale has to move last, Lorian has to move first. These guys don't matter too much. As you can see here, the attack gauge pushback is really nice, so the immunity tower doesn't get to have a turn right there. Right, that's dragons, and that gives you Ergar for, I think. Let's check. Yeah, that gives you the Dark Vampire Lord Ergar. And with that, I think that sums up this. Actually, I'll show you Necropolis. Necropolis speed then. I'm not really sure how to explain. So, this 2A Seren is the Dark Harpo, and she's really nice. I don't have her skilled up to the max. Abigail though, I have. I used my double months on her and the skill ups from the Summoner's Way. Intermediate, yeah. This event has many skill ups, and I used it on her because she's a 4-star. And let me show you if this works. So I have Rauk, I 2-aid him. Shaman, I 2-aid him. And Astar. Astar you can get from, if you don't get her by summons, you can summon her from here. New summoner support. Oh, I can't see. Well, there's an event where you can summon monsters and you get to pick one. So you just have to summon it and summon. I think it's on the 5th row or 4th row. Or random, I'm not really sure. You can get her there. You can choose what you want and you can choose a star. I recommend, if you don't have a star yet, you get a star. She's usable in most of the content for PvE. And if you already have a star, I'd suggest you get Abigail. I was just lucky and I got the Abigail from summons and the Astar I got from choosing her. Now on to Necro. Hopefully this team works. This might be a bit iffy, but it's a fairly consistent team. Shaman is very important here, so the enemies will target him and maybe stun him, lock him. Hopefully not, but they're dark attribute, so they'll target him because he's light. don't really get too good of rolls here. But we still clear that. Hopefully we can win these. Got deeper spring. Now on to the pass. Yeah, that's still winnable. Yeah, that's Necro. So I just covered Giants, Dragons, and Necro. And I'll put up videos with details that are more useful, like the runes and others and such. But I'll keep it short for now and just run you through them. And yeah, that's it.